Hey there everybody, it's HeroicLegend here. I have recovered from my confusion. So, due to the last tournament banning a lot of cards, that some of which made sense, some of which didn't, I would like to take this time to build a deck. I am going to build an Albaz Kaiju deck. Now what does this mean? For me, a lot, because I have to be very careful about the sideboard pieces I choose. Now, there are some cards that I should obviously put in here just period. And there are some cards I need to be careful about putting in here. Alba's biggest concern is board wipes, because a lot of our fusion monsters do not have protection. And I don't know if Branded Opening will protect it against my own destruction effects. I would have to see. I also don't know if some of the destruction effects supersede Branded Opening's protections. Again, this is something we will have to see. So, what do we do first? First, we look up Kaiju. So, from the Kaiju side, with some exceptions, we have a lot of choices. Now, personally, if we're leaning heavily on the Kaiju, I definitely would like it. If we're leaning more on the Kaiju, we're going for more defensive options, things to draw out the match more. If we're leaning on Albaz, we're trying to end the match quickly. So, now, how do we play around this? Actually, no. We should be going for Albaz first. Because Albaz has more to it in terms of protection and such. So, what do we need for Albaz? Albaz can work with anything that has 2,500 or more attack, is light, is dark, is a level 8 or higher monster, or has been special summoned this turn. So, if we're going for generic Albaz, we're sitting pretty, really decently. If we're not, well... So, we of course, 3 copies of Albaz. That's just period. This is where the problems start coming in. If we're leaning on Albaz, we're not going for Despia stuff. Now, Despia is strong in its own right. I think Quartus and, Branded Dragon have caused a lot of people a fair bit of stress, let's say. So, we want things to help find Albaz, and we want things to help bring Albaz out. Not just from the deck, but maybe from the graveyard or the sideboard. So, discard from your hand. Kit might be good. Yeah, we're going to throw in cards that might be good and cards that are just good. Well, we'll hold on to 1 copy if it's a potential. I'll actually be having Jamer help me when he's done with his match. He is currently playing as well. Good luck, brother. So, fusion summon 1 fusion monster that mentions following the Albaz's material from the extra deck using 2 monsters from your hand, deck, or field as fusion. So, reading that over, I am seeing its pros and cons. The activation of your cards and effects that include an effect monster that fusion the activation of your cards and effects that include an effect that fusion summons a fusion monster cannot be. Oh, okay. So it's magical meltdown, except in continuous spell form instead of field spell form. I like that. If you fusion summon a fusion monster, you can add 1. I will craft if I need to. Now let's see. I know Branded in Red is really, really good. Because a lot of the fusions with Albaz and that require Albaz are 8-star and higher. But the negative of not being able to attack with it kind of stinks. We're working with stuff for me to fusion using Albaz and for throwing away purposes. Now, for throwing away purposes, this does not list my favorite effect of, he throws away with Albaz, Albaz is happy to. I mean, I could try to fit in 3 archetypes, but then the deck might be a little cluttered. We're looking for kind of just quick win stuff. And actually, I'm going to drop Kit. We have currently 10 cards in that are just good. I'm going to go to Despia. Because there's everyone's favorite jester. Actually, no. No, I'm fine with this. I'll walk you all through my thought process later. Now we go into Kaiju. Now we absolutely want the waterfront. That's non-negotiable. And I'm also willing to put in the interrupted Kaiju slumber. I'm thinking Dogo is good for any really Albus plays. And we definitely want 3 copies of Gamma Seal as long as we're the one with him on our side. So in that case, I also think another copy of Dogo is good because Dogo can stop. I can give it to my opponent without being worried. I'm gonna say 2 copies of Gadira and 2 copies of Raideen, and then that's it. And then we leave the rest for generic support and such. So in that case, actually, I feel a little bit more comfortable looking for another getting another branded opening. Maybe including another tragedy as well. Actually, no. Tragedy should stay at 2. Art stay at 2. I could put in 2 theaters. So I think I will. I don't know how to spell things off the bat sometimes. And then I'll actually go for Infinite. And shockingly, yeah. Okay. Now then. I think one copy, both copies. One copy. No. Ah, I see. One copy of it is fine. I think we will go for 1 and 1, just to help play around things. I am also very partial to... I don't want to. I definitely don't want to. I could throw in a link or 2 for genericness. Link Karibo can be bought out using Despian Tragedy if I'm in a pinch. Unicorn can also help me out in the pinch, too. Salmon Great might help out and might be able to stop Kaiju Uninterrupted Slumber. But we need to summon for that. And unfortunately, it would be up to Despian Tragedy again to save the day. That would require a lot of planning in advance. Still, I'd almost argue just for the attempt alone, it's worth having these as safety blankets. I am trying to look. Okay. Ah, I forgot to take off Link too. Whoopsie. I honestly... You know what? Just because of how prevalent these two are with, you know, dark cards in the field, I'd almost say it's worth it. And I will be doing this to show my commitment to this deck. Okay, so now what people are asking... Oh! I can't believe it. I actually crafted a glossy Mirror Jade. Oh, I am... Jamer, high-five me. Thank you, Jamer. I needed that. Okay. So what am I trying to do with the deck? What's the answer? Well, let's go through some practice draws and see. Opening hand. The Yugioh Waterfront. Okay, so this is obviously a very much a going second deck. So we want to go second. Let's say we go first. What do we do? Activate the Waterfront. Put Excella probably face down because she can come back from the grave. That's an enter. Right? We're hoping things get popped so we can then use Waterfront. Then next turn, another Excella. Perfect. We can special summon her to bring out one of our Albez's in hand or from the deck. Deck then needs deck winning. We can throw away an Albez if we have to, or even Raidan. Again, we just want cards off the field. Maybe pick up another good Kaiju. Hopefully have some counters on this by that point to maybe give something to our opponent and we have something ourselves. Boom, plays can be made. A really good hand. So this time we'll say we're going second. So +1. Again, running another Albez. It's not a problem. I'm going to get the calculator that Saffron Olive has because I need to know these numbers, bro. Anyway, so activate the Yugioh. Use branded opening to throw away Tragedy. Get out one of our branded fusion cards, one of our other branded cards. Use this to maybe get out the Albur if in case we want to just like be super safe on things, or just even I forgot his name, Thaumaturge. Get out the Thaumaturge as well, just so we can do some stuff. We have Raidan that we can give to our opponent in case we want to get out Lubellion. There's a flurry of things we can do. It's a great opening hand. I'm gonna flip a coin in my head. Heads going first. Okay. Yugioh Waterfront, not bad. For an opening, we can throw down Branded Lost. We throw down Infinite Permanent, probably in the middle. I'm gonna say we don't. We leave ourselves open to an attack even though it's risky. I'm gonna say we survive. So next turn, this is perfect. We throw away, they've probably thrown away some things, so we use this to get out another Kaiju. We throw away whatever we like something we have in hand to get out something with branded opening. So we'll probably get out Albur. Albur comes out. We can do a bunch of stuff with this. I know it's risky going into these battles too without, again, hand traps and such, but I'm feeling very confident in it. And again, I've seen a lot of good things with the hand, even though there's a little bit of bricking going on here and there. But it feels like bricking that can be recoverable, you know? I'm going to put some faith in this deck, so much so that I'm actually going to give it a name. And I'm gonna try it. I don't know how confident I am in trying it against people, because I don't think I've used loaded Borals against people either. I need to keep tuning this up. What are you? What is this deck? Ah, my Brotherhood deck. Yeah, no, that's fine. You need a name and things, but that will be for later. What are you? Ah, right, my Dogmatica Kaiju deck. If we have time in the video, I'll go explain. So this is cursed. This is shut down the opponent's extra deck cursed. The Kaijus are literally there to be mean, while the Dogmaticas are there to shut down extra deck shenanigans. And then, of course, we have, you know, Infinite Impermanences for fun. We have the Dogmatica Macabre for, I don't know if that's actually pronounced that way, but for bringing out the rituals, which are, again, White Knight and White Relic. We have the waterfront for the waterfront shenanigans. We have Nibiru for Nibiru stuff, and then we have one Ash Blossom and one Ghost Ogre. We have lava golems because lava golems are fun and ruin the opponent's day, and I like ruining their day. Yeah. So, oh, and you have probably have seen that I've had to change some things up. So I've mostly it's because I was dusting stuff and I had to remove certain things. I still have my Chaos Kaijus. I might sub it out for Gradle Kaijus. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do just that. Sorry, Chaos Max. We're not. I'm not gonna dust you, but I ain't gonna keep you either. I am gonna keep the Dogmatic one until I spend the dust for it and then come to regret it. Brotherhoods need a name, so we're gonna go do that real quick. Management with HeroicLegend. Let's all have fun. Please clap and laugh at the joke. I'm gonna tell it to Jamer so he can hit me too. So for all you who want to see me get struck for this, you'll have that. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go over it real quick. It's Fire Fist. You know what's happening. The only extra thing I added was this, because this is realistically possible to throw out on the field at some point with it. But yeah, Jamer, do you know what I named my Brotherhood deck? Fire Fist Alchemist Brotherhood. He shook his head in disappointment. That's just equally painful, you know? I do also have to give it some accessories. Let's go with the Crusadia Maximus, the Foreign Capital, get the nice Night Scrapers, Realm of Danger. 3 main cards. I'd actually have to argue that it's definitely... There we go. I'm a funny guy, guys. But it's also true. Now for the card case. That's the hardest part. Yo, Konami, can you release some more card cases? Said no one ever, except for me, because I'm a weirdo. I don't know. I like the customization options for it. It makes me feel nice. We'll do it with the Roar of the Gladiator Beast ones. Fallen Kaijus. You need some accessories, because I have faith in you. Of course, Fusion Purple, because you're friggin' Kaijus. With the Duelist Cup stuff, you know, because I participated. Realm of Danger, because I'm putting my opponents in danger. Foreign Capital. I'm going to put down the Destiny board, because I do feel it's Destiny. I'd argue 2 of these cards belong on here, but we'll just keep the 3rd one to confuse people. Vendread already has theirs. Yeah, when you're built, you'll get stuff. Loaded Borals. You need more work before you've earned it. Alright, but, now, I've already created these cards, so you don't have to really worry about it. Before the event, I guess we're not going to see me try out the deck, so sorry, it's going to have to be for another video. Can't promise it won't be Gundam, though! Gamer, how many Gradle Impacts did you have? Continuous Gradle card. So we ran Gradle Kaijus in the event. Oh, it was Thunder King, right? Yeah, it was Thunder King. And we go for some infants. And we go for some... Yeah, it was annoying for opponents. Actually, I could sub out some cards and just fill a thing so we can use Pot of Extravagance, too. It's an option. Definitely an option. But, this is our gray kaiju deck. I don't know how well it would work now. We do have some cards for Salamangreat, and I think we have more options available to us using links and such. Right? But the whole point of this deck was just to take the opponent's stuff and to stop them from doing things, obviously. I originally tried to run the source of destruction. Wasn't working out too well. Can't really blame much of anyone for that, actually. But yeah, wasn't working too good. Why do you torment me, mystical elf? But this deck was basically, it was just fun to run. It was fun to run due to how the Gradles operate. And how the Kaijus do as well. Actually, because we don't really need this, I'm fine dropping 2 of them and going for Lava Golem. Just because it's mean. And also we don't care about, stinking friggin' We're not in the event anymore. We don't have to worry. Don't even really have to worry about link stuff either, because this doesn't really need the extra deck. It just plays really well with itself. Extra could just literally be there for like safety. And I don't really see a time where we're going to be able to get out something like Axis Cold Talker or even like Unicorn. Oh no, wait, we actually could. Yeah, but only really play links. Don't think we could make an argument for Link Karibo, though. Sorry, Karibo! And more of the Nightmare series. I'd probably be going for those. We can also use Decode Talker, because Decode Talker is good for getting out Access Code and just another thing. We just need generics, things that just get rid of our opponent's stuff so they can't have it. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, we do have some decent links for that. Where is he? Where is my... There he is! Don't care that they're hard to use. Have them in here. Makes me happy. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. God, imagine, getting something big. Oh, and by the way, before anyone said anything, Jamer accidentally pulled this from the Legacy thing. It's not our fault. What do you do? Oh, cool. Actually, yeah, we'll go ahead and put you in there, Liger. Shoot, but now we need to put in one more to have 10. I'm gonna feel weird. I feel weird about it, guys. Oh, we do have Nightmare Phoenix! That's right, I crafted it after seeing how friggin' good it was, and I'm just like, yeah, just put it in there, it makes sense. Alright, there we go. The Gray Kaiju deck is done. But look at that, you guys got 2 deck builds in one. Now you can see how awful they are trying to mimic me. As I threatened Jamer with violence. I'm joking, I wouldn't do that. I would just enact violence upon him. I'm also joking, I don't do that regularly. Come on, guys. Wood. I actually have a different opinion, game. I think one of the MVPs of this deck is it you? Yeah, it's definitely no, not Alligator. It's Eagle. Because Eagle he's just like, haha, you destroyed me by monster effect. I'm gonna take your stuff. I'd also argue that it's actually Gamma Steel that deserves that other spot. And if I'm really being that guy, the Slumber. Those are the 3 main cards of the deck. They do the most. Alright, so this was, I guess, my deck building and little cleanup video. Went on for way longer than I thought. Oh, hello, points. Yes, I'll claim all this. Yes, quite nice. Oh, wait, do I have another? I've hit 1,000! You get a card pack opening on top of it! Jamer! I'm going to do something completely low random. You will pull from this before it goes away. Alas, hurrah for it. If you pull the Chimera, I will not hate you. This is what you do when you have... Oh my goodness, only 3 packs that don't have a glow. And in the first pack, what do we get? Already an SR. Oh, the Seraph... That's one of the cards that this thing uses. If you've done the SP challenge, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Jamer's having flashbacks. I'm sorry, Jamer. You went through it for my sake. Is that Nordic support? I'm not angry. Nope, that's just some nice dust you got me, big bro. Oh, I need to calm down. Oh, Alpha, the Magnet Warrior. Oh, neat. That's just a cool card name. King Requiem. Sounds manly, dangerous. Oh, Melalosaurus. Alright. Oh, I've been slashed. Help me. Oh! One of the cards in the front. Giant Bee Trooper Invincible Atlas. Someone tried using that on me once, I think. Didn't work out for them. Oh, for a second I thought it was going to change. Still, Jamer is like, luck has been on point. What the heck? Oh, okay, I know what this card... I know it. It's okay, though. Last one in the pack. Another slash with Rainbow. What do we get? Another... Ultra Bee Trooper Absolute Hercules. 4 insect monsters. You know, with DNA Surgery and Albaz, you can actually make this possible. I've considered doing a DNA Surgery Albaz deck. I kid you not. As this card's fusion summon is unaffected by other cards until the end of your next turn. At the end of the battle phase, target 1 insect monster with $3,000 less attack in your graveyard and special summon it. Again, before I end the video, there is one combo that I want to talk about because you may see it in a future video, be it deck building or ideas. A bunch of card packs boosters have been found. I do not regret my choices either. But if you have a son of a brain, what are we doing today? Also, Jamer lied to me. It was 35 days, not like 20. There's a very distinct difference between the two. So, the cards I am referring to are these. You should have 3 copies of this card. Rebirth Judgment. What this does is it allows you to change the type of monsters that are in the graveyard. You can change their type to do anything you might need. For zombies, you can use anything that needs to banish zombies, and boom. You can use that for the fusion card I had. You can use this to do a lot of things. And I actually 100% believe that DNA Surgery and Albaz could be a very scary thing to do, especially with generic things like that. The genericness of it is what allows it to be set aside from other fusion cards. Again, just my opinion and thoughts on the matter. This video lasted much longer. I was over here like, I'm going to do these videos, and it's totally not going to take 30 plus minutes. How wrong I am! Anyway, Well, thank you all for watching, and I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, you know what to do. Much appreciate you if you do. And if you just want to say, laters.